Um,
Let's move on to the next one. So we
yeah,
have next up we have
oh, that's a good one.
the self-driving boat.
And as far as I can tell, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's kind of just the bare bones homepage of just a
I
bunch
read
of,
the whole thing. I was actually quite. I
oh,
appreciated the novelty of that
yeah,
just being the entire homepage.
and it looks like this was not made in Figma. This is actually a screenshot of, you can see the scroll bar here.
My favorite part is if you go down to the bottom, they had to unsend a
Then,
message because they went off script.
well, cool. Um, okay, so it seems like they're building. This kind of makes sense. I thought I saw a couple of folks doing this for nautical analytics stuff. Um, I wonder what the application is. One interesting kind of neat thing about hard, I mean, there's a lot of folks thinking, of course, about, how do we get the hard tech startup funded and what's the path there, and all sorts of interesting takes on, first creating visuals and building a regular product, that type of thing. One interesting thing that I've been thinking about lately is the extent to which, in reality, hedge funds actually serve as non-dilutive financing for a lot of technological innovation, meaning a lot of the Ethernet advances that we rely on today were basically funded non-dilutively by hedge funds who wanted to algo trade faster. It's a lot of the history of Cat5 is embedded in that. A lot of the AI chip startups actually have hedge funds as their early customers, who are willing to pay them a lot and work closely with them because they would just make so much money if they had an advantage or an edge. I'm not talking about Nvidia. I'm talking about the competitors, GraphCore, Grok, Cerebras, all those guys. Um, and so it's an interesting point to the extent to which you can try to go after that market as your first early customer, just because they'll probably be very directive in terms of what they need, and they pay you a lot if you satisfy their. Now you have a bit of an issue of you don't want to become enslaved to doing them. The like selling data feeds to hedge funds at the end of the day may seem exciting, but those markets always taper out fairly quickly because markets are efficient. So you have to sign obviously exclusive contracts with everyone, which limits the TAM that you can sell to. But it is an interesting concept. I don't exactly know how you'd get alpha from boats, but I assume if you call up a hedge fund and you brainstorm with them, they will. So anyway, I like that idea. I mean, I think that's a non-intuitive thing, to just focus on that market first. Um, but at the end of the day, breadth first, depth first. I would question the question, meaning I think you kind of just have to go like you're fighting for survival. So you have to kind of try everything and not overthink it.